The Weekly Warp Pipe.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another weekly Warp Pipe podcast. This week we're going to check out some pretty interesting stuff, in my opinion. I think so, because it's stuff that I love from my childhood. Guys, where are you? Show your faces. Let me see you. What's going on, boys?
Let's go. Let's go.
He's all flexing. I'm all over here giving jazz hands.
I can get one. Still flapping.
I just started working out. My buddy Noah, shout out to Noah who listens to the podcast. He brought over a set of kettlebells.
Yeah,
those balls with the handles, essentially. Yeah. So I looked up some YouTube videos, like a 15-minute workout, like basic workout, and he gave me a set of like 5, 10, 15, I think 20-pound kettlebells. So I started some. I thought you'd just be swinging them, right? Swinging them all around the workouts. I'm like, right? They got handles. You do a few swinging, but you did one where you hold the kettlebell and do like squats with it. You put it on the ground. I put my hand on it and was doing like push-ups. Yeah. And just using the 10-pound today for 15 minutes, like I feel it like in my pecs and this and that. So I'm going to try to like keep it consistent, maybe do it every day. At least my 3 days off, I can wake up and do the workout. I think on the days I work, I don't want to get up at like 4 a.m. and work out and then go to work. So I'll probably do like a night workout, I think would work. And I do got to get like some type of mat or yoga mat to put in here because it's just the flooring, and I was like kind of slipping, and you have to get on the ground a lot for some of the push-ups and stuff like that. But I figured I could definitely dedicate 15 minutes to some working out. I did do a 5-minute cool down. So you start to add on all this stuff. We'll see how much I can keep up with, but definitely got to try to get into shape again.
You're really owning those sleeveless shirts now.
That's it. I got to, because some of them, honestly, these are all mediums, and I've been ordering new shirts in large just because it was getting like tight, and I was like, well, with the cut sleeves and it being large, it's a little more loose and stuff. So if you are working out and whatnot, but I was like, I want to try to slim down a little bit so I fit back into some stuff.
You got to talk to Becky because Becky uses those kettlebells like every single day for her.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah, we got like, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 kettlebells like sitting in the living room.
Because I'm curious, he brought over 2 of each, and I'm like, I don't know if there's any where I use 2 at the same time. I think it's all one stuff.
If you're doing push-ups, you could have 1 on each.
The way they had me do it, it was like an angled push-up because one hand was on the bell, so you're almost getting a different resistance.
I got you.
So I was like, I don't know if I'll need all 8 of them, but definitely appreciate it.
Are they the same weights?
No, yeah, I got 2 of each, like 2 5 pounds, 10, 20. Or maybe there's a 15 as well because there's 4, but working out. Because I had tried to do the Ring Fit Adventure, and it's just tough with Gwen wants to do it with me, and then it's my turn with I only got one of the stupid ring things, and like it's just a big mess, and like I would have to, I guess, bring the Switch up here in the morning and try to do it before she wakes up. And there's a lot to do with the Ring Fit Adventure, and I just feel there's no direct, like if I want to be like, I want to do abs, set me up with this. It's not really there, right? They have like, here's some mini games you can play and do some stuff. Or here's the main game where you're choosing your not really weapons, or I guess you're choosing your exercises, leg. It's like, but what if I just want to work a certain part of my body? There's no routine where I'm like, all right, leg workout this week. I felt like there's no good direction for that. I guess it's just a general workout. Yeah, I got it when it came out new. It was like hip, everyone, because it was like pandemic time and it was hard to get, and everyone's like scooping it up. Hey, I could do some working out. And I'm surprised.
Isn't it like an RPG or something?
It plays exactly like an RPG. Yeah, you go world to world, and then when you get into your battle, then you choose, instead of casting a spell or attacking, you're like, all right, 10 sit-ups, or 10 push the rings into my stomach, or pull it back, and you're shooting like an arrow. So it has that fun RPG element to it, and there's a story and everything, but you are working out. So I've never completed the full story, but it's certainly interesting, and I don't know if they did anything more with Ring Fit Adventure, like if maybe they'll bring Ring Fit Adventure 2 to the Nintendo Switch 2 or something like that. But I liked it. I never played the Wii Fit, which was on there, so it's great that they do have these exercise type games on the systems. I did toy with the idea. I haven't implemented it yet, but we do have a treadmill that's it folds up and down. So I was thinking about bringing it up here and walking while I'm doing my streams, like just playing whatever, like platform game or this and that. So this way I'm getting some exercise and also playing video games.
Yeah.
There you go. Not too
It'd be
bad.
a little difficult. I know our past guest, RNG Gamer, he definitely did a video with that where he had the treadmill and he was trying to do different games. It was a little difficult for him. So
yeah, I can imagine. Sure. I have that, and I do have a exercise bike. So I was like, maybe I could do some Dave Mirror or like Excite Bike. So at least it's bike themed. But I figured something else to get more activity in.
Well, what I want to know is how was WrestleMania?
WrestleMania. I should have worn my
sleeves, so
I should have worn my shirt. I had this. I don't even know. It's probably in the wash now. We got the shirt.
Keith, did you see his promo video?
I did not. That's something I'm gonna have to look up.
I did a few, but I did my last one. I ripped my shirt off, which my wife was like, "That was a nice shirt. Why'd you rip that one?" I was like, "I don't know. I haven't worn it in a while. I don't know. I just chose a shirt." Yeah, we kicked off at 4:00. Dave was right there at the opening, and we went through basically the eras of retro gaming and wrestling. So we started with Nintendo with WrestleMania, moved on to WrestleMania Challenge. We even played, surprisingly, pro wrestling on the Atari 2600.
Nice.
Actually, pretty good game. We had some fun times with it. It was like,
not bad.
It was better than expected. But yeah, we went through a bunch of games. We ended up N64, No Mercy, and a few of the guys were on the couch, and they did create a character, and they created me in the game. So they had like a red shirt, a hat, glasses, the whole nine. So that was fun.
Was it sleeveless?
That's what I was just gonna ask.
Yeah, it was a tank top. I honestly looked more like John Cena, but because it couldn't be a backwards cap, so it was like front cap, red shirt, shorts. I was like, I'm kind of looking John Cena-ish, but
yeah.
It was a fun time. People that tuned in, we were doing like wrestling stories. I had Dave sit on the couch with me and bring some memorabilia. We showed off his title belt and some like coloring books he had. So people were really enjoying that. So it wasn't just straight gameplay. And then there was even a part where I just turned on the wide camera and we just ate subs because it was dinner time.
That was fun.
We got some D'Angelo's.
No, DeBella's.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the other D sub place.
D's sandwiches.
We were supposed to be sponsored by Blimpie. Shout out to Colby. He works at a Blimpie's and he's a manager, and he was going to bring us a big platter. And then last minute, one of his employees called out. So being a manager, he had to go cover the store, and he was upset because he really enjoys wrestling and he wanted to come down for the live stream. Yeah. So we had to pivot to a different sub place to get some sweets.
And it was worth it.
You got to do that.
Yeah,
worth it, 100%.
But we gamed all the way till midnight. So it was a good time. The next gaming extravaganza event, I think, is going to be for my 1 year on YouTube as Rustly, which is in May. So there'll probably just be, just a mishmash of games. I don't know if I'll have a theme or not to it, but.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, year, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You've earned it.
Q&A.
Yeah.
More sub eating.
Yeah. More snacky snacks.
Right. Yeah. Good time for sure. But yeah, me and you are both preparing. We're leaving this weekend. So
we're both, yeah.
Are you leaving tomorrow morning?
So I leave. So we're recording the podcast on Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. And I leave tomorrow around 4:00 in the afternoon. I can't leave in the morning. A couple of the guys I don't think they're working, but Cruz has got to pick up the van. I think Mike has to work. And so once Mike is done, he's meeting up with Spruce. Spruce is then driving down to Cruz's. And then Cruz is then coming to pick me up. But I can't leave until 4 because I got to pick up Kylie from school. and Becky works until 4, and
Okay.
we're already having somebody pick up Kylie on Thursday because Becky's working. So we didn't want to do that 2 days in a row. Plus, we're going to be driving overnight, so it didn't really matter what time we were going to be leaving as it was.
Right.
So we're going to leave around 4 o'clock. I'm still not packed, so I still have to do that. I have to finish my video for this week before I go, which is at about 92% done. So I'm almost there. I could always do a thumbnail or something like that on the road.
Right.
Bring my, but I do have some time tomorrow to get some stuff done. I did get a lot done today. And this weekend was just kind of a wash because we had WrestleMania on Friday. And then on Saturday, I actually went into the recording studio with a band to do some photography work, some behind the scenes of them recording the album. Every couple of years, this guy comes in from Italy that records a band over here in New Haven. And he always calls me to do behind the scenes photos of the, progressive progression. I don't know.
Progression, maybe?
The progression
the-
of creating the album. So
I see, yeah.
I'll photograph behind the scenes. And then immediately after that, I went to the venue where the toy show was on Sunday, and I loaded all of my stuff in and set up my booth. And then after that, I went home and watched WrestleMania. And then Sunday morning, I was up at 5:30 in the morning because I had to get to the place for the toy show, get my final things in order, and then the early birds were at 9, and then that went until about 3. Then had to clean up, come home, watch night 2 of WrestleMania.
You're right. Yeah.
Yep. And then Monday, yesterday, I had to just start getting some work done. I did some video editing on the video, and then I had to go and shoot the band in the studio again. So it's just been, and then after that, I just wanted to spend time with the family. So trying to get as much. It's been a busy 4 or 5 days, so that's for sure. The video this week though is going to be fun. There's actually there's some really cool things that happen on a personal level. So I can't wait for everyone to see what it is. I know this is going to be out in the morning, and I so want to show you guys like what to expect. But I'm gonna let you guys see in the video because I don't want to give any spoilers a little bit. But it is very special. I ended up filming at the toy show just like a vlog style, because I figured I didn't have much time to do like talking head stuff and things like that. So I tried to film everything in camera, and it'll end up being like a 25-minute episode, and it'll be out today with the podcast.
Nice.
Not Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So when you guys are listening.
We're thinking ahead.
But yeah, you also leave. When do you leave?
Friday afternoon, 1:30, I believe my flight is. So I'll probably drive up there, get up there a few hours early because I'm flying out of Bradley. It's like an hour and some change drive from where I am. And then I should get to South Carolina about 3:30. And I'll be hanging out with my boy, Jay. I believe Jay's picking me up from the airport, and I'm also crashing at Jay's house.
Oh, nice.
Friday and Saturday, and I think he's bringing me back to the airport. So it's a Russ and Jay extravaganza this weekend.
Nice.
And I'll be at RetroCon 3 is the event I'm going to. I don't know what town offhand it's in, but it's in South Carolina, and it's a completely free show. I looked up some footage from Saturn Steve had posted from last year. It's pretty much like a big algo, I would say.
Okay.
It's not in a convention center, but maybe at like a YMCA, like something like that size. And so I don't know if it's grown from last year or if there's stuff in other rooms not adjacent to where the vendor hall is. But I'm trying to plan in my head a few videos. Should have definitely 3 videos, possibly more. I'm just going to do filming on my 3DS system, a quick overview, a uncut tour video that'll probably be, half hour, 45 minutes, just walking around commentating. And then just like a regular game hunting video, but I might want to put a spin on it. I was thinking of maybe doing like a challenge video. I might put a poll out and see if people want that. I was going to do maybe a $20 challenge video where I have to purchase a game, a toy, and something from a local artist and see if I can stay within the budget. Or I don't know if it should be $30 because prices, but I thought that'd be better than just here's me hunting for stuff. I don't know.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Okay.
I don't know if you have time, but you should talk to Jay and have him take you to Toy Federation.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, we went there, me and you, while we were there.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. Remember?
When we were with
Siege.
When we went to Siege. Yes. When we went to Siege. Dude, I can't remember what I did yesterday.
I picked up a Batman watch there, a Batman Returns watch.
Right.
Yeah,
and Keith, oh my God, guys! What am I doing?
Keith was there.
You guys were literally both there.
Never heard of this
Toy
store.
Federation you talk of? I have no idea what you speak of.
Maybe I'll swing by there.
Some sort of military group, or what are we
talking about? It has been a
Does this have to do with WrestleMania? Is this
right? Jesus.
NWO Federation?
I am hoping to get some barbecue though while I'm down south. So that's one of my main tasks there, to get some southern barbecue and sweet tea. And I'm very excited for the weather. I'm definitely packing shorts and sleeveless shirts. So very excited for that. I did reach out to my mother-in-law today and I said, hey, any chance you can swing over the house sometime this week and just watch the kids here? And I can just be up in here because I want to film a couple more videos, and it's just tough. If you guys watched, I have a new video out today. I did a pickup video that I filmed this morning, and Madeline was in her bassinet, in the video, and I can hear Gwen kind of waking up. So I was trying my best to get the video done before she woke up. I could kind of manage with the baby. So she's going to watch them tomorrow for a little bit so I can film and maybe edit some stuff, and I'll be able to edit on the plane. The plane ride, I think, is 2, possibly 3 hours there. So I'll get some editing. And honestly, depending how it goes, I could probably upload my tour video Saturday night after the convention once I get back to Jay's house, because there's no editing in that. It's just going to be a straight, here it is, walking through, talking, and make a thumbnail. Boom, could be uploaded the same day. So I'll just be banging these videos out. So I'm excited for that for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Keith? I want to know
what's Keith's been doing with a busted arm. Have you been playing games? Any or no movies?
I played a little bit. Yeah, lots of movies. I actually got into the series The Rookie on Netflix, which is really good. It's got Nathan Fillion in it. It's super good. I'm into season 2. Basically just hung out the one day and watched that most of the day. Can't do a lot. So I can play games, but it doesn't last long because there's more breaks in the wrist too, right?
Oh no.
So if I go too long, I can definitely feel it. So taking it easy on that. Play a little bit of EarthBound, got a little bit into that. I'm gonna do that again tomorrow and just
what's that? What's that game? I never heard of it.
What is this EarthBound I've never heard of? Is this do they sell the Toy Federation?
You guys, this already be long past, but tomorrow, since we're recording Tuesday, tomorrow's my designated live stream, so I can live stream from 8 to midnight. And Wednesday is Planet Earth Day, and someone suggested I should play EarthBound.
There you go.
I was going to do Captain Planet, which that kind of makes sense.
He is our hero, and he is taking pollution down to 0. But
and then my wife suggested Earthworm Jim.
Oh,
I was like, I could kind of see the connection. I was like, maybe I could do all 3, and it's a quick 10 minutes. But I've never played EarthBound before ever, so that could be something as hey, first time playing EarthBound. Let's play.
You know a game you could play that will let you kind of navigate an entire realm is Breath of the Wild.
Oh, that's good. I thought you were gonna say Sim Earth.
You could do that too, but yeah, that's not as fun as Breath of the Wild.
Gonna suggest Global Gladiators on the Genesis.
Global Gladiators.
Right? Is that what it's called? Is that the McKids one? The second McKids one?
I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could. I could. Would
over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not digging it out. I only got one wing. I'm not digging it out.
Would the Toxic Crusaders count towards Earth? like cleaning up, like
yeah.
were they? I don't know if that would fit in the realm of.
We're getting a little out there, but I like it. I like it.
We'll see. Who knows? The stream already happened once you're listening to this, so I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Anything else? Not much for me.
I think that's it. That's probably right. That's a good 20-minute intro of what we've been up to. We can get into it.
Let's go.
All right, we're going to jump into our Warp Pipe rental. Each week we pick a game or a movie, we play it or watch it, tell you what we think of it. We encourage you to join us and let us know what you think about whatever we're renting for the week. So let's go ahead and rent that, Russ.
Let's head to the video store, grab a game for the weekend. We have the box art and description to guide us when we're choosing what game to rent. So grab your rental card, because this is the Warp Pipe Rental.
What game you rent for the weekend?
All right, thanks for hitting the rental store with us. We picked up this week was the last game official released on the NES, and that is Wario Woods right here. Look at this cover. This cover looks dope. I like the colors. Yeah. With the Wario is a yellow greenish just popping off the blue sky. You kind of see those Mario clouds in the background. And of course you got Toad on there and throwing a bomb. And Wario takes up nice center stage there. So maybe you played Super Mario Land 2 and got familiar with a little bit of Wario, so you would know who this person is. But I guess if you never played that, you can see like, well, it's related to Mario, right? I see Toad on there and Wario sounds like Mario. I'm not sure how well this sold or was rented back in the day for the NES, because I think this also was on Super Nintendo. You can get it on.
It sure is. It's actually a little bit better on Super Nintendo. For sure. Right. The graphics are slightly a bit above it. It's got some more modes to it, but this one is a super cool puzzle game on the Nintendo. Definitely worth checking out, I would say.
I didn't realize that it was a puzzle game. Like I told you guys last week, I had never played this game before. So I had no idea. So I was very surprised when I found out that I thought it was going to be like some kind of
platformer.
Yeah. I don't want to say platformer, but just something along the lines of at least like you're controlling a character, as opposed to like, it kind of reminded me. I know it's a puzzle game and people are going to like compare it to Tetris and things like that, but like it kind of reminded me a little bit of Yoshi.
Yoshi's Cookie. Yeah, absolutely.
No. Well, I guess Yoshi's Cookie, but yeah, I mean, I never played Yoshi's Cookie either. I played the original Yoshi.
Okay.
The one where you have to like get the characters and get the eggs to close.
Oh yeah.
Which is, it's sort of similar. So I was surprised. I had no idea what this game, and it's a very unique and interesting puzzle game. Like the controls, the movement, how you, it also has like maybe like kind of reminds me like with the colors of Dr. Mario. Like if you look at the sprites, like they kind of look like the germs.
Yeah, it's got a little
just
bit
like
of that
bigger, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So and I didn't realize that you control as Toad.
Yeah. So that's rather than just some random person. And I do like it's like a full on scene. It's not just, if you're playing Tetris or Dr. Mario, it's kind of just that cropped area. This, you see the clouds in the background, the little Mario hills with the eyes, and you walk to the next level like through it, so it has a little bit more depth in there. And I love the portraits. You got Birdo up there just kind of hanging out. I couldn't really understand the controls or how to like stack stuff. I was just going at it, and it's like completing levels. I was like, okay, it's kind of figure it out as you go, and you'll get used to it, I assume.
Yeah, definitely can be a pain for sure with the controls.
Because basically what you're using, these bombs, they're colored bombs, and you need to put that on the colored object, person, enemy, whatever they would be. There's like pink ones, yellow ones. And so you match those up. So you can have, 4 or 5 guys stacked up, but you still need that bomb to complete the circuit. so to say.
And
you could also go diagonal too, which I found was interesting.
Yeah, and while Birdo is up there, you're just getting bombs, and then when Wario steps in and takes over, then you start getting more monsters too. So it does add to that time, and the roof starts to drop on you too.
Right, yeah, to make it more hectic for sure.
A little more hectic, and then the further you go, like you're talking about there, David, how you can get diagonal. Like if you have a bomb, and even though we saw in that video there, Toad falls down, and then that bomb lines up diagonally, and it'll take out those monsters, right? But you can kick the bombs, you can move them around like that. It's cool because the deeper you get into it, the monsters start to become a little more difficult. There's more things you have to do. Some of them only are destroyed at certain angles, like at the diagonal they'll go.
Okay.
Or change color. You hit them once and they'll change color to the next color, and then you have to get another bomb to get those again. Or they'll take 2 bombs and they are like within a short period of time, they'll flash. So it definitely gets more intense the further you go into it.
Yeah.
Figure it out as you go, right? Or you're going to end up in a bit of trouble for sure.
I mean, just watching the gameplay of it and not even playing it, it's just like, I don't even know how my brain doesn't function like that anymore, guys. Like I can't,
especially with
like all those
diagonals, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, especially with that. Yeah, because it's just like it's pretty wild how quick also you have to move. I mean, you're in a later level right now. This is this the 9th level? Is that what that is on the right? Or no, that's your credits. I think that's your credits. Yeah. So anyway, I do have a question though, because I never figured this out. What does the gold do?
The coins?
Yeah.
I think it's just high scoring.
Oh, I see. I didn't know if it was for something and I was missing something.
That I'm
or like a shop or something. Yeah.
Never noted. If I didn't hit it when I was playing it this playthrough.
But what's also interesting is if you look in the background, it's got those aren't those like the mountains from like Super Mario World?
I think maybe Mario 3.
You think they're in Mario 3?
I think so.
Yeah, with the little hills have eyes.
I thought it was a
Possibly.
Mario World thing.
It could have been, yeah, a little bit. I mean, Mario World was certainly out then.
Yeah.
So it could take inspiration from that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I looked this up on Video Game Price Charting just to kind of curious. $35 loose. Complete copy goes for $105. So being the last NES game, I thought maybe it would have been a little bit higher, but nope.
I mean, it's also, considering it's a puzzle game too, maybe if it was a platformer, it might go for a little bit more. It's more desirable.
Right.
Who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's probably not a game that I would personally go back to just because it's just, I don't know. It also, what it also kind of reminds me of? I don't know if it reminds me, you guys, because it's not like a top down, but sort of reminds me of Lolo.
Okay, yeah, Adventures of Lolo.
Because you're kind of moving stuff around and you got to, you can kick stuff and move stuff and things like that. So, like, I feel like it just has a lot of elements
from
of different puzzle games kind of mashed up into one as, like, hey, this is our final, this is literally our final.
This is what we learned from making all the puzzle games. Here's the best we could do.
Right. But Keith, so you really enjoyed it.
I do enjoy this one. This one I think is a lot of fun. Again, I would pick the Super Nintendo over, other than the fact that this is the last one that Nintendo officially released on the NES. Super Nintendo version is a little crisper, a little easier to play, in my opinion. Just a little more fun. So I would go that direction, and you can get that one for $15 loose.
Even cheaper, yeah.
Is it cheaper if this is something you want to play? Exact same game, few different modes.
Okay.
Better graphics.
Are the controls any different?
Because
they have the top buttons?
The same game, right? But it's just some different modes to it. So definitely
I didn't know if maybe like the extra buttons give you different options of like mapping out the controller or anything like that.
It's been quite a while since I played the Super Nintendo one. I have it over there somewhere.
But it's just the graphics are pretty upgraded.
And there's more modes. It's like you can do like multiplayer or stuff like that, and there's other stuff like that, right? Yeah, pull it up and take a look at it, because it's definitely, you can see the difference pretty quickly, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That's
So
definitely a
there's
Super Nintendo game.
Yeah. And even just like, I think when he finishes the level, there's like different graphics to it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it has, because this 2-player that it's showing. Oh, I like this. It has the thwomps over there. Because I did like that it showed the background more. This is more of a tight, looking like Yoshi's Cookie, Dr. Mario, like all those. I kind of like the other, well, at least with single player mode, and you would see the clouds in the background, and there was more space. This might just be a gameplay of 2-player mode only. I don't know. Here's another long play. Oh yeah, here we are. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's got the clouds that move.
And they're
It's got a
moving.
little animation. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So there it is on the Super Nintendo.
Worth playing on either system if you're into puzzle games, right? Like, if it's something that you're not into, like you're saying, David, like, there's a lot going on here, especially with those diagonal explosions and stuff like that. There's a lot to process. So, if you're not a puzzle game guy, not
There you
not
go.
your thing, right? But if it's something you're into, if you're big into Tetris, Dr. Mario, stuff like that, this would be a fun one for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I like puzzle games. This one's just, maybe it's just my older age that's just like too much stuff going on that like I can't focus on it as much as I used to. So I don't know.
I
What do
find
you
that
guys?
with other ones too at this age too. I've noticed that
Yeah.
too. Playing like Dr. Mario, it's like a little more tricky with slower reflexes and our minds
Right,
going everywhere
right.
else.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were watching something today. With speaking of reflexes, I forgot what it was. I'm gonna pass on it though because I don't remember it, and I'm just gonna like talk in circles. So anyway, what are we rating this, guys?
Give it a 3. Give it a 3.
That's fair.
I'd give it a 3 on the NES.
Okay.
Might go a little
I'll
higher
probably
on
come back
PC.
to it. Like, it's okay. It's not like, damn, it's the best puzzle game ever.
Yeah. Like if I
Right.
rented it, I wouldn't be disappointed in what I took home. But
Yeah, I think that's fair.
you could have fun with friends and stuff like that, passing back and forth.
Right. But there was no 2-player on the NES, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I do
didn't
not believe
notice
there's
it.
2-player on the NES. I've never tried because I've never had a friend to play it on 2-player.
Aw.
Wah, wah, wah.
No online gameplay.
No
Yeah, I would give it a
online
3.
gameplay.
Yeah, I would give it a 3
Cool.
for sure.
Nice.
What are we getting into next week, Keith?
Oh, we're gonna rent a movie next week. From the looks of it, if I'm reading this correctly, we're gonna rent Clerks.
Yeah.
I don't know if this one would have been released nowadays, but find it, watch it
In general, yeah.
let us know
Oh,
what you
it's
think,
so
right?
good. So good.
I actually, I have the VHS copy of this sitting on my shelf over there. And funny enough, I was browsing on YouTube, and oftentimes in the recommended feed, they'll throw up movies that are like free to watch.
Mhm.
And we watched Mallrats on there, and I just recently put on Clerks 2. I had seen that was on there. I don't know if Clerks 1 is on there. If it is, I mean, it's going to be edited, of course, because it's on YouTube.
Have you seen Clerks 3?
I'm sure I have and not remember. I can't remember the gist of it. So maybe. But
Clerks 2, there's that one scene that I like when what's his name? Jason Lee walks into the restaurant in movies.
yes. Yeah.
And they start talking about the one ring that rules them all.
Right.
So good.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Clerks.
So
Watch it.
watch it. We'll discuss it next week.
All right. We're going to do another sound check tonight, guys. I got 4 video game songs. Is that what we call them? Tracks?
Yeah, clips.
Tracks. So let's get into it.
Check. 1, 2.
Perfect.
Okay, so this one was fun to put together for you guys. I was like, what kind of theme could we run with today? And I came up with 4 NES tracks,
Okay.
bosses,
Okay. Boss tracks.
track that played during a boss fight on an NES game.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 4 of them. Let's go with Number one. Number one should be a fairly easy one for you. It's a good one. Yeah, it's a really good one. Can you by listening to this song,
Okay.
can you tell the developer?
Capcom.
100%.
Can't place the game. It's going to be a guess. It's definitely Capcom.
Okay.
I don't think it's Mega Man. I want to say Darkwing Duck.
Okay.
Darkwing Duck or Rescue Rangers. I feel like it's one of those.
Okay. How about you, Keith?
Jeez, yeah,
Wow, I thought this was the easy one.
Street Fighter 2010. What was that?
yeah,
The obscure one.
2010.
That would have been smart because we just got the Street Fighter.
I am gonna say Mega Man, like Mega Man.
Oh yeah.
2.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a
I don't know.
certain? Okay.
Couldn't tell you.
All right, guys. So Keith was the closest.
Oh, okay.
It is Mega Man.
No kidding. And I got the freaking Mega Man shirt on.
I know. Disgrace. It's just a disgrace.
All
That's a bit great.
right, let me guess the number then, if we know it's Mega Man.
Okay, go ahead.
It feels like a more well put together track, so I'll go Mega Man 3.
Okay.
I don't know.
What's the boss fight?
Oh.
Just a random car man.
Carburetor man.
Yeah.
Sub man.
Ooh.
So guys, that is the boss fight from Mega Man 3, Dr. Wily.
There we go. Okay.
So that's the final boss fight of the game. I thought that was going to be the easy one.
I've never,
All right,
never
well,
made
let's
it that far. I always die.
Maybe you know what? I feel like maybe you guys can get this one though. So
all right.
hit number 2, Russ. You might have to turn this one up a little bit.
All right. Stretch my.
Went off all that workout, eh?
Yeah, stretching from that workout there.
What do you got, Keith? Anything?
I'm gonna
know
let
Russ
Russ
knows
guess it.
We just
Give it to Russ.
take a drink of this. Ninja Gaiden, baby. Boom.
Ninja Gaiden. He's got the cut scene there.
That's the first boss right there. You get into it.
Yeah,
if you have the slash attack, you could beat him in 2 hits. So
true. Yeah. All right, so that was number 2. So good job on that. So 1 for 2. Number 3, getting a little bit more difficult.
All right, here we go.
Really mixed it up there.
Yeah, mixed it up.
All right.
Any guesses? It's
Man.
intense.
Well, he went some places I didn't think they were going to go. I thought it was going to be a shorter loop too.
Right.
Okay. The style and sound, I'm either getting Double Dragon
Okay. Yeah.
or River City Ransom
Okay.
on that. It's definitely not Double Dragon 1, I want to say.
Okay.
So I'll go with Double Dragon 2.
Okay. How about you, Keith?
Super Dodgeball.
Ooh. It sure could be with they got the same
Random.
guys in it as River City Ransom. I feel like it could fit.
So what you guys should have done is you should have taken Keith's characters with Russ's other guests and put them together because it is River City Ransom.
Wow, see?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I felt
My
like when it
all-time
kicks
favorite.
in. Oh, not that one. Here we go.
Yeah,
Not
right
this.
there.
I feel like not even this
Go
part. Now I'll try to turn it down so we could hear us over it. Not even this. When it kicks to the next part, I got River City Ransom from those keynotes right there.
This. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's very similar to, I think, just the regular stage music
Right.
with some of
right.
those notes. So I was like, oh, River City Ransom? Maybe.
My all-time, that's my favorite NES game. So that was number 3.
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys.
We're
You
close.
almost had
Close.
it.
Yeah.
You got like a
I-
hat.
I committed
half
to the
point.
wrong one.
Yeah.
Throwing darts at a wall right now.
Double Dragon 2 is a great guess though.
Yeah, I felt like it was very similar vibe with the tones of the music. there and
Ironically enough, when I was looking up music tracks and I found River City Ransom, there was a track in there that must have gotten thrown in there by mistake.
yeah,
It was a Double Dragon 2 track.
that's like that gives me throwbacks to Napster Kazaa days when you're like,
Right.
oh, let me download this MXPX song that does
Right.
Barbie Girl, and you're like, wait, this is homegrown,
Yeah.
and it's just labeled wrong, and you're like, wait, did MXPX do Barbie Girl? No.
Yeah. So the last track, I think you guys could get this one. You guys should work as a team, and
Okay, work it as
you guys can get this one. Go ahead, hit it.
focus. There we go.
Focus.
I got nothing on this one. Jeez.
Nothing on this one.
I feel like the second half, the only vibe I was getting was maybe it'd be Super C,
Okay.
because I don't think I ever beat that game. So I know the music to Contra, but maybe necessarily Super C.
Okay.
Feels like something in that vein, kind of like more like Life Force.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, like shooting. I mean, that could make sense. They'd be like, "Hey, we
That's my guess.
played
Life
some
Force.
shooters last week. Just gonna throw that one in there." Yeah. I got
Final
nothing.
answers?
I guess we'll go Life Force. You go Life Force. I go Gradius.
I'm going Life Force. Let's do it.
Well, it seems like Keith did his homework because he played this game last week for Warp Pipe Rental, and it is Life Force.
There we go.
And you just finished telling us that River City Ransom is one of your favorite games, and I know Life Force is another one of your favorite games.
You know, I didn't pick that for that reason, though. I picked it for the reason that we literally just played it, and I wanted to test you guys to make sure you,
And I
you remembered.
figured that too.
Because
Right?
I
was
do
gonna go
that a lot
Wario's
to you
Woods.
guys. I do a lot.
originally.
Which is that just the designated boss fight music for each boss? Like it's the same, or is that the last boss?
I believe it might have actually been the first.
First
level.
focus. So we would have got to it.
You would have. Yes. You would have gotten to it.
Brain
Okay.
with the single eye that just wants a hug.
Right. Then you just have to fly around and can't shoot backwards.
Yeah.
So you guys got 2 out of 4. Not too bad.
Not too shabby.
I'm a little surprised on the Mega Man, to be honest with you. And River City Ransom was a good. You almost had it. So good job, guys. 2 out of 4.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Let's go. Moving on.
All right, guys, we are moving on to our next segment called Box Art Battle. This is where we pit 2 different box arts, could be from different systems or the same systems, and we just make an argument at which is the better box art. So let's get into some Box Art Battle.
Round 1, fight!
Nice.
I feel like the next version of that intro is going to have bigger muscles.
Yeah. For season. All right, so totally coincidence, our box art battle this week. EarthBound
No way.
versus
Nice.
ToeJam and Earl on Sega Genesis.
Okay.
We
And then,
got
so we got Sega versus Super Nintendo.
Sega versus Super Nintendo. We kind of went with like the wacky out of the top here compared to each other. So you got both boxes have like bright colors. ToeJam and Earl, they're eating like a hot dog, listening to some music. He's got a big gold chain on there. It says jamming. And then on EarthBound, you kind of got this alien looking figure. I'm getting the vibes of what was that? Twilight Zone or maybe movie The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Okay.
Like that creature almost. You're like, what is this giant creature? And it says EarthBound. And this is a if you ever seen this box in real life, it is a big box that it came in because it shows on the box art right there. If I could zoom in. Bonus inside, you do get a free player's guide.
Right.
So it has a full instruction manual in there. And if you do zoom in, this probably isn't the best picture, but you can see Ness up there, right? I assume that's Ness.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he's in a mech of some sort or something's happening there.
Mm-hmm. What I like about there's so Sega Genesis boxes, I always really loved that Genesis binding that has like the red
Down the side, yeah,
maroon stripes.
Yeah.
And then the Genesis going across, and it has even like the red on the bottom. I always liked how they framed the sides of, the front of the boxes.
Yeah.
And then if you look on the EarthBound, they do the black, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the black takes away from, there's not really anything going on in that black. It's just kind of taking away space from more artwork.
Yeah.
But I do like what I do like about it though. Russ, if you can zoom in, the top right corner has the only for Nintendo, so it lets you know that it's only it's exclusive for Nintendo.
Right. You won't find like Street Fighter. It came out on both systems, Mortal Kombat, and all that. So you're only getting your EarthBound on Super Nintendo here. Yeah, all they have here is these weird dots.
Yeah.
Breaking it up, this one triangle, and then I guess this is a silhouette maybe of the controller with the buttons on the bottom right. That's what I'm kind of getting.
I always saw that as, wasn't that like the Famicom logo?
Maybe. So maybe that's a little throwback to that.
Something. Now, let me ask you guys a question, because I'm not too familiar with EarthBound. I never had it. Did they make a smaller box version, or was it always a big box version?
I think always big box.
It was just a big box.
I'm pretty sure. I've never seen, at least at any of our conventions we went to, I've never seen a normal size Super Nintendo box of EarthBound. So
why? Let me ask you guys a question about this game specifically, because I was always curious about this. If that's the case, why did they decide that this game needed to come with a player's guide?
Yeah,
get lost early. easily, I think.
And
Like,
you
you're
don't
gonna
get
play
lost
this,
in
Russ.
Legend of Zelda
Or Final Fantasy.
or Final Fantasy?
Even just the very first section of this one,
Yeah.
to kind of wrap that first section up, you have to do the one thing you wouldn't think you'd have to do. In my
Okay,
opinion,
which is
like
what?
I wouldn't do what I have to do. Well, if Russ is gonna play it, I don't want to spoil it for him.
Oh, he hasn't
But
played it?
I
Russ, you never
haven't played
this
this.
game?
I never played this game, so if I'm
Oh,
streaming
okay.
it, I guess I'm gonna have to get a online walkthrough
someone will
to
tell
help
you
me
right
through
away,
it.
I'm sure, because once you get up there, you're like, what do I do? And you just try to
Yeah.
figure it out. And you do the one thing
Okay.
that you would be like, why would I do that? So
I will say though,
it definitely deserves a guide.
with the battle
Okay.
in mind, you are getting a guide with the EarthBound, so it's a little bit more bang for your buck on there. If you're putting that up against ToeJam and Earl, you're just getting a regular game in an instruction manual.
But I think that takes away from the artwork of the,
Yeah, a little bit. I could say that. Mm-hmm.
you know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, does it let me ask you a question. Does it necessarily need to say that on the front? Like, they could have probably put it on the back.
I guess they again wanted it as a selling point to
Right,
purchase the
right.
game.
I mean, it back in the day, it would have been pretty cool to go to the store and be looking at all the games on the shelf,
Mhm.
and then
Right?
seeing this big box, and then being
Yeah.
like, "Why is that so big?" And looking at it and being like, "Oh, I get a manual with that. That's
true.
pretty cool."
Or a guide,
right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
so for that reason, it's kind of neat that they took this game and made it the big box version, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, do you guys feel that either one of these covers tells the story of what to expect? Like, do you
That
immediately
is true. Yeah, right.
look at these games and be like,
not
what
a
is
clue.
Earthbound?
Yeah,
What is
I
ToeJam
think
and Earl?
equally no clue. Like
Yeah.
Earthbound
Not a
could be
clue.
anything. Could be a fighter. Could be
Yeah.
a sim game. I don't know. Looking at
Right.
ToeJam and Earl, you just see two wacky guys, and there's a plain background. So you're like, I don't know. What kind of game is this? A dance game? Maybe, or platformer?
And back then, the only thing that would pull me one way or the other, grand scheme of things, is the
Mhm.
name of the characters on the Genesis, ToeJam and Earl, that gross out ToeJam
Right. Yeah, because we
name,
got
right?
other games, Earthworm Jim, Booger Man, even
Right.
even Ren and Stimpy, you're kind of getting that same vibe. So I could see being a kid like being drawn more towards seeing this on the shelf than Earthbound. You're like, I'm not sure what kind of vibes that is there with the
But I'm also
wavy
thinking,
background.
like, but if you see ToeJam and Earl, like, you know that it's a wacky game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like Earthbound, I'm not really
Getting RPG.
I'm not sure what it is, right?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily getting RPG elements.
Like if there was a big picture of Ness and like the town, so you're getting a vibe like, oh, RPG, but like taking place now, right?
Yeah.
I
Well, let
mean,
me ask
maybe
you a
obviously
question.
on the back, I assume it shows
Yeah.
screenshots and then you get that, but to
Yeah.
draw me in.
Is this a
Yeah, if I'm just
spoiler?
picking it up.
If I'm asking Keith if this is a spoiler, or can you tell us what this thing is on the cover?
I ain't that far into it.
So Keith doesn't even know.
It looks like a mech. Again, like if I'm just standing at the rental store and I got both systems at home, I don't know if Earthbound is one that I would pull. I might pull it off to look at the back because I would be like, what exactly is this?
Right.
ToeJam and Earl might be one that I would go for a little quicker because of, again, I'm just reading the names and I'm
Can we look up what year
10 years
these
old.
games were released as well? Because I feel
Now-
like it all depends. Like what time of like it's got to be both of them sometime in the 90s, right?
I can say
So-
that I'm not a huge fan of the art style they chose on ToeJam and Earl.
Okay. See, I disagree with you. I feel like that would have been like that 90s bright colors, goofiness, gross
And that
out.
might be me being a Nintendo kid too, right? Is I look at that and I'm like, I wasn't super into the gross out stuff
True.
like that. So that
'Cause
might be why.
And I was a Genesis kid.
So we got 1991 for ToeJam and Earl, 1995 for EarthBound.
I would have thought ToeJam and Earl was a little later, actually, based on that artwork.
And if you, so I chose that screen, not screenshot, that cover, but there was also, let me pull up the wiki. This was more early Genesis with the grid background. Yeah. I feel like not as aesthetically pleasing. I mean, they moved the ToeJam and Earl down here, but that was the first rendition there. But I did end up choosing the more Sega-like with the red colors as for the battle itself.
I think the one thing that we have to also take into consideration with this is take away the size element of the box for EarthBound, and and let's try to base it on, hey, these are actually the same size, because we're basing it on the artwork, not like the exclusivity of EarthBound was this huge big box game.
Yeah.
That, seeing it on a shelf,
and also taking into account we're just looking at literally the box art, not the back of the box to see what the game's about or to sway your decision whether you're going to rent it or this and that, but just face-to-face value on that. I'm definitely leaning towards the ToeJam and Earl. It just has a better vibe to me.
I think for me
in that direction too.
You would do that as well. For me personally, I was a Genesis guy, and I always loved finding the Genesis boxes, and was always intrigued by the artworks on those boxes. So with that, I would go with ToeJam and Earl as well. EarthBound, I'm gonna be honest with you, until somebody pointed out like what that was on the cover, I had no idea. I was like, what is this design? Like, I didn't even know that it was a robot. Like, that's how much look like I actually gave it.
I would assume it's an alien. Again, like I said, I get the vibes of the day the Earth stood still with that. And you have the background is space-like. I assume maybe that's part of a battle you get into and you see that wavy background. I have no clue.
I also didn't even know that Ness was in the mech until somebody pointed out a few years ago. So like you wouldn't normally, that's, it's not a visible thing. So it's not really telling the story of what the box art is, because you can't, like, there's too many hidden things.
Yeah. I wonder. So we'll just for giggles and this and that. So I'm pulling up video game or the coverproject.net. That's where usually I get the stuff on there. And they do have, so if you didn't know, EarthBound in Japan was called Mother. So this is the Japanese cover, Mother 2. Even less going on. Literally says
nothing.
Mother 2 and nothing. Was there anything else here? We got the PAL versions. They all look about the same. Here's a label of
that's a weird one.
Of, again, with that creature there. But yeah. I mean, again, if you flipped it over,
I think what it is
a little bit more.
I think what it is you just don't, like, at first look, it's just not graphically designed well, where like you have that text going over that creature, and it just is distracting. So all you see is the text, and you're like, my brain couldn't figure out what that was.
Yeah, they needed a different stroke over that. Like they did a yellow stroke over, and the figure's yellow as well.
Yeah, so I go ToeJam and Earl.
I think it's a good one. I think that was a good battle for sure. Let us know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Who won the battle? Did you guys play EarthBound? Have you played it before? So we'll see. You guys can tune in next week and see my take on it, because apparently I will have played it already for live stream, and we'll see how it went. But that was Box Art Battle. We're going to take a quick commercial break before we get into our main topic tonight, and we'll hear a word from our sponsor.
Unitrons are preparing for a secret mission. The Spirius agent calls in his robots.
Robot attack! Robot attack!
Grab the Unitron. Oh no! Go for it! Not again. I'll go get it myself. Drop me now. Okay, robots, take him. No, not me, you big clumsy monster.
See you, Sparius. Now me heart is, let's find the treasure. Follow me. What's that? Run, mate, run! This way! Oh, it's tilting! Help! Roll! The islanders are right behind us! Let's hide in here. Look, the treasure! What's that? Oh no! Help! Easy, mateys, they haven't got it yet.
Our sponsor this week is artist Tom Ryan from Tom Ryan Studio. And if you're a comic fan, well, listen up. Tom creates hand-drawn sketch covers, variant comic covers, and he's done published work with Dynamite Comics. He also makes enamel pins and color-rich art prints that pop. And here's the quality flex. If it's a print error, he won't sell it. No laziness, no rush batches, and no AI art. Just legit talent and love for the craft. Check out Tom Ryan Studio on Etsy or click the link down below to head to his site and use our code to save some cash. Support someone who actually draws his work. Tom Ryan Studio. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I figured I'd throw those commercials in since that's what we're getting into with the topic.
Those are some good ones.
I wanted to go nice throwback with the Lego commercials of the space ones, the pirate ones. I feel like those are kind of the sets I know I grew up with. Maybe you guys as well. We'll get into it here talking Lego.
Yeah. You guys remember, I don't know. So before we get into it,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a little pet peeve of mine.
Ooh.
When
Something with the
people
bricks.
pluralize Lego as Legos,
Okay.
the plural version, the plural word for Lego is Lego.
Is Legi.
So when you say
Legacy.
Legacy, yes. When you say Legos,
That's as bad
that
as
is
saying SNES.
grammatically wrong.
Right? You're
So
seeing
I'm just-
gooses or
It's-
meese.
Yes, yeah. It's one of my pet peeves when somebody says Legos. I don't know why.
So
It's
should we-
stupid. So we're gonna say it all night, right?
So
Should we
check
talk
yourself.
about Legos then?
Let's talk about Legos.
The
I
fir-
remember having the space one because I think I
okay.
actually still have the space.
Ship.
You know how they well, you remember they had. I always remember the bases. Remember, like that you would have that you would use as the platform. That you would
Okay.
put them on because it had like the moon going around the edges.
Yeah.
So it had a little bit, but it was like gray, and I feel like it was highly desirable. We had Lego, but I don't think we really, I have Lego cases, carrying cases in the shed out there with the toys. But I think I don't know. I don't really have too much nostalgia for Lego.
Okay.
Like like we definitely had sets. And I do have the Mario sets. I do have some Nintendo sets.
Yep. Yeah.
My daughter's getting into it. I do have some current stuff with I put together a camera and things like that. But
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? How far back do you guys go with Lego?
So it's
I'm-
the first
go, Keith.
set came out
Okay.
in 1956. If you want to look
Okay.
this up, get a picture
Yeah.
of it. The garage with automatic door is what it's called. Garage with automatic door. 1956. There was a set that came out. I have some notes here because I was kind of interested in looking this up. So that was one of the first ones that came out. It didn't come with a car or anything. There is a second set. It's basically the same garage, but it did come with a car, and it was like a little Hot Wheels Volkswagen bus looking thing. So no motor, automatic garage door is what they've called this one. So this was one of the very first sets that came out for Lego in 1956. And then in 1962, they came out with the first rubber, like real tires. So if we look up 1962 Lego tires, this is interesting too. The way that they designed these tires, that one on the left, that top one there, either of those two. So that's their first set of rubber tires, is that round brick with that rubber tires, which when they moved over to doing the tires we see next to it,
right, these guys,
the world's largest tire producer. Lego is the world's biggest tire producer with all those little tires they make, all those little rubber tires.
No way.
Step aside, Goodyear.
The world's largest tire producer. So then we get to 1978, when Lego decided that they wanted to be a system inside of a system, is what they So 1978, they brought us space for the first time because there was a race to the moon and all that stuff. So this is our very first space adventures here we saw.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely had some of these like pieces that maybe came in some loose bags or hand-me-downs that I got. I never had the official set, but just the color scheme, and I think like you said with the space, like just looking at this, like it looks like a cool mech like space thing. I'm getting Voltron vibes, like it just would look cool with all the other stuff that I have, and like space was cool then for sure.
And I mean, we had minifigures at this point. They've moved to minifigures. We've got all that, but they all had that same head to them. We all have hundreds and hundreds of those. We have Legos, right? They've all got that smile, that look to them there. That was their typical heads. So we jump forward a little bit here. We're getting closer to our time. We're definitely in our time. This is 78 when they come over with the first space figures, right? So if we jump forward to 1989, we get Pirates.
Yes.
And with Pirates, they changed up the minifigures. Same minifigures.
So the pirate was the first different one?
Pirates is the first ones where they do
like different faces
on them.
So we're like beards, mustaches.
The Pirates. So when we got to this point, they were like, we're gonna up the game here. And these Lego started to be more us. There is one pirate ship that they talked about that was the very first kind of release in the Pirates setup there. It might be that brigantine down there. That came out with those cool figures with their interesting beards.
$110.
Super freaking cool, monkey.
Right? So many cool. We had pirates. We had the knights. We had space. We're talking
the knights. I definitely had. I remember getting those horses. Like that was so cool. You could just put your minifigure in there, and I had a bunch of the loose ones too. I got to bring those up there at the night set for sure. Yeah.
There's Robin Hood. Like the helmets. I remember loving
Robin Hood. Oh yes,
lip visors.
So good.
Like we're talking late 80s, early 90s. Lego's really hit a stride here, and we're seeing some really cool looking figures.
Yeah.
Really cool looking play sets. Like you're talking about, David, how they had the moon on the side of the base. We look at some of the castles. The castle bases were super cool looking. Some of the bigger castles, super cool. The pirates, some of the pirate fortresses had really cool bases to them that you could build or build on. Like super, just really.
And
cool
even that thing, look at that! It still says 4,500 pieces.
Yeah.
This I think is if we're scrolling down a little bit, this might be the anniversary.
Yeah, it's
edition.
a really the 90th anniversary,
which is super cool. I looked at getting that because I thought that was so cool, right? But so Dave, you talked about space. Other memories, Russ? You talked about the knights. What are your memories of the 90s Legos for us?
Oh, I definitely remember going and see if I could look it up, but I distinctly remember getting tiny Lego sets at McDonald's in a
yeah.
Happy Meal.
Absolutely.
And like they
about
were
those.
super basic but really cool.
Yep.
Let's see if I could pull up some maybe this says 99. Let's see. I even feel like that might be too late. Let's just do Lego set. McDonald's Lego set. You know what? I will go Happy Meal toy, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. They got these here. Are like some helicopters, and yeah, these are the ones I remember here. 1989.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like super
remember
basic,
those.
right? There's a helicopter with like 6 pieces, right? Or the race car here.
Yeah.
And that clear Lego slanted thing for the windshield, like so
You got to
great.
take some Lego home, right?
But you got to take these Legos home, could interact with maybe some of your other sets. You got a submarine, right? That could go with your pirate ship set if you want. Futuristic a little bit. But that was so cool. Like I loved like it was just a tiny little Lego piece you got with your Happy Meal and you could put it together. And yeah, here's the packaging was just in this like plastic bag. And you're like, boom, 6 pieces.
They still make those plastic
Or-
bags. You can go to Target and buy like $5, $10 sets or something, and they come in those little bags. Very similar. I think Mario even has some that are in
Yes,
those
yeah, I
smaller
got
ones.
yeah, I got in a few with the Mario sets in there.
Yeah.
And that was
Do you
I think
guys-
I always thought it was cool because yeah, some of those bigger sets were expensive. I had a cousin that had the big pirate ships. I always
Yeah.
envied my cousin Ryan because he had these big pirate ships on his shelf, right?
Mm-hmm.
His mom bought him those. I never got
Yeah.
those. I got the smaller sets, but I still had Lego, right? Like
Yeah,
Lego was still coming in. I had the smaller Robin Hood set. There was like a tree fort set that I ended up getting. Always wanted those big expensive sets, but for parents back in the 90s, they could hook us up with some pretty cool looking Lego sets
Right.
for whatever price. You could go all the way down to just the small ones the pirates had. Just you got a boat, a little tiny island, and 2 figures and a monkey, and a little treasure chest with some treasure in it, right?
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
there was all sort of stocking stuffer type
Mm-hmm.
things.
yeah,
right?
because
So
you
I
get
always
the
thought that
little
was
boxes like that are great for stocking stuffers for sure.
a really cool thing that Lego did. They didn't just back then hammer out these huge sets that were exorbitantly expensive, right? The 90s was really a cool time for a lot of the Lego, right? It was really fun, really creative, and really enjoyable. And then we move into the early 2000s, and they actually basically fired a whole bunch of their designers from the 90s, the people that were coming out with a lot of those really cool looking sets that we're going to remember. Which brings us to a bit of a fall in Lego. So they were actually bit in the red for a while with Lego. And then in 2005, they decided to change it up. They started bringing us things like Lego Star Wars, Lego Harry Potter. We had the Lego video games started coming out. I forget
That's
if you played
right.
those. Right? Lego.
I
went
remember seeing Lego
multimedia.
like on PC, like PC games with Lego like games, and I'm like, oh, what is this? Like I never got to play
Lego-
that. But then
Lego Batman,
Lego Batman came out, and you're
Lego
like,
Star Wars.
whoa, okay.
Lego Marvel, like Avengers Lego video games. Tons and tons of these games came out. Right? We're looking the Wii, we're looking Xbox
DS,
360,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, Wii U, a bunch. Yeah, that then it started coming more mainstream. I remember playing it on the DS for sure. But yeah, great sets for sure.
Right. And then we had toys that were associated with those, right?
Yep. I mean, these are obviously more of the
Superhero
newer
sets.
ones. Maybe we'll go 2000s. Oh yeah, look at these.
Right?
Never seen these before. You got Bane and everything in here. Riddler. Wow. Those are some good Batman sets we're looking at here. Superhero sets.
I didn't realize they made that many of them.
Oh yeah.
Now, David, you're talking about having the bends of Lego. Were you guys more the put the Lego together and keep it together guys when you got Legos, or were you put it together, take it apart, build your own? Did you ever even build it all the way through, according to the
I think
back in the day?
Yeah, I think we put some together.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a lot of pieces, so
Okay.
I feel like we didn't really put sets together just to sit on a shelf.
Yeah.
Because even now, like you go and look at those bins that I have, like I have those plastic carrying cases. I don't know if you guys remember those. They
The
open up
Lego
like
ones?
halfway.
Let's
Yeah, we have like so they're almost like suitcases, so plastic Lego suitcases. And yeah, so
Like this blue
second one down on the
see.
left.
Oh yeah. I got this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, like
This red one
those.
here.
Yeah, so I have those just sitting in storage, just filled with Legos, and it's just all Lego
Yeah.
pieces. So there's you know what's amazing is some of those sets, how certain pieces
Mm.
of how much value they hold.
Right. Yeah.
You know? So
Like-
one of these days, guys, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna go through all those Lego pieces and figure it out.
Oh, it would take hours. Yeah. Weeks.
But that's the other thing too, is like you don't even know if you have a full set anymore because we didn't really keep them all together. I mean, now, of course, you buy a set and you're like, you know the purpose of the set. But I don't think as kids, as growing up, we really didn't do that. I mean, my daughter, she's put together some Lego sets and she has them sitting on her shelf. You know, like she's got a dragon and a unicorn and like all this other stuff. And I feel like it's definitely, nowadays you also got the Lego movies. And
right. They were
I don't
so
know-
big. Yeah.
Right.
And I don't
We're
know if you
coming
guys
up
know,
on that. Yeah.
Did you guys? I don't know if Keith, you have this in your notes, but the TV show that's out there now called Lego Master.
Ninjago? Oh, there's
No.
Lego. Oh, interesting.
With actual people that build stuff. Yeah. Not
So Lego
not, they're not Lego.
Masters. Lego Masters is a competition
Mhm.
of people, and we watch it, and it's amazing. What they do is they have to give them tasks of like, hey, you need to create this type of set or this type of thing or whatever, and they're just like making notes and building it from just like an endless amount of supply of Lego.
Mm.
And it just blows my mind like how people figure out the mechanics of certain things nowadays with movements or putting electronics in them, and it's
Right.
it's
Yeah. Little
pretty
motors.
wild.
Right.
And it's
So-
hosted by Will Arnett. I don't know if you guys
So-
know who Will Arnett is.
The name's familiar, I'm sure. If I see him, like that
He-
guy from the
he's
thing.
He's ready to do something.
You would know him from he was in Parks and Rec. No, not Parks and Rec. What was what's the one with the Jason Bateman? I can't think of it. Right, I can't.
yeah.
It's escaping me. With
Oh,
the
Arrested
money's in the-
Development?
Arrested Development. I believe he's in Arrested Development. He's also plays Vern from the Ninja Turtle movies from Michael Bay, where he
Oh, I
plays
thought you
the
were
camera
talking
guy.
about Ernest.
No, not that Vern. That Vern never really existed. We never saw that Vern on camera, I don't think. No.
So
No, April's cameraman he played.
if we jump ahead a little bit, we hit 2007 when they
Okay.
came out with the Millennium Falcon. Look that one up.
Wow,
for us,
yeah,
'cause
I
this is
remember
one of
when
the
that
most
came out.
expensive Lego sets out there. So
That
this
thing's
they started to move a
crazy.
little closer to
Or maybe it's this one.
friendly adult collectors, right?
How many
When
pieces
we
is
hit
that?
this stage.
There's so many versions. I don't know
10,000?
which one is the 2007 one.
I mean, that one says 10,000 pieces.
And how many is this one?
And there's an even bigger one. It's like a Star Destroyer that is huge, but this one is the one that the prices went way up on.
Yeah.
So that was 2007. They started realizing that there was adult collectors involved.
Yeah.
So now we're moving from that creative play, like we're talking about. Again, certain kids built those. My cousin, he built those pirate ships, put them on the shelf. I took my
Right.
Robin Hood set, I built it, took it apart, made my own. Took it apart, made my own. Took it apart, made my own. So we're going from that creative play.
Yeah.
Guys like
that
us
was definitely
up
me.
with
I
it.
had, like you said, I had the briefcase. I'd take it out, kind of build something, and then you're putting your Legos away. You break it down. I wasn't like, let me display
built
this.
a gun, something like that, something to play with for
Right.
a little bit. Now we're being creative, right? But now we're starting to move. 2007, they're realizing that guys like you and me have connection to some of these brands.
Right.
Like,
and we want to spend adult
I'm
money.
like,
Yeah.
okay, now I've got adult money. Let's do this, right? So now we're starting to get into collecting, and these prices are going to start to come up on some of these a little tiny bit, which moves us to 2008, and kind of on that vein you were just talking about, David. I wanted to get here so we could swing back to that. But Lego came out with the Lego Ideas program, which is basically what you were talking about. So it started in Japan originally, I believe, and then it kind of went all over the place. But Lego's Idea program is regular people can make a Lego set, put it on this Ideas website, and then have potential of Lego actually producing it, mass producing it from what you design. So there's some very, very, very cool sets that other people have designed, like just random people. If we get into that Ideas website, we got supporters. Some of these things are super cool. There's you talked about building the camera earlier, David. There's a Polaroid, classic Polaroid. That I believe came from the Lego's Idea.
Oh, no
program.
kidding.
And it comes with like Polaroids and a little sleeve, and it's a really cool white Polaroid looking camera. But this Idea thing was super cool of Lego to give it
back to the people, and it's
where they can make their own thing and create their own thing and use some of these pieces in really creative ways. So from there, we jump a little further ahead, 2011. Now we're getting into the Lego Ninjago series. So already proved video games, multimedia, that works for them. Selling Legos, it's selling games back then. Now we're moving into Ninjago, which is a super high rated series. Actually, it's supposed to be super good, and they had toys coming out with it, right? So now we're back to that period of time that we grew up with, where we're watching this really cool show, and then I can get a toy that's related to it, right? So now we've got Ninjago coming out. Kids can ask their parents to get them the set for their favorite character or their favorite thing in here. And now Lego is starting to sell real good with their Lego Ninjago sets.
Wow.
So after that, we move into 2014. I'm right with the cast in my notes there. And that's when we get the Lego movie. So that first Lego movie comes there. The Lego movie. That
everything is awesome.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I think Will Arnett is a voice. Will Arnett is the voice of Lego Batman.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
I just remembered that. Yeah, he's the voice of the Lego Batman.
There we go. He's with the space guy.
Yeah, there you go. The original space guy.
Right?
Yeah. I never see this movie.
What? Come on.
Wow, you're gonna tell me about not seeing a movie.
The Lego movie.
We haven't watched one arbitrary Saved by the Bell episode. And you haven't watched Everything is Awesome.
Guys, you know how many people reached out to me and are like, how have these guys not seen that Saved by the Bell episode?
I mean, I'm not up for calling someone a nerd, but
what year was that movie?
2014.
2014 is when this one came out, and tons of sets came with it too. Again, Lego was selling left, right, and center when kids were watching this, and then buying the sets. Some really cool looking sets too. This was past my Lego sets time.
Okay.
Yeah. But sets right from the movie, right? So cool.
Yeah.
Trucks, cars, stuff like that. Now at this point, we're also seeing these big ultimate collector sets. We're getting things like that Nintendo TV has come out, you know.
Yeah.
We just got the Game Boy for Lego.
Yep.
Recently, yes, yeah.
Yeah, there's tons of Star Wars sets. The
Yep.
big Coliseum was a big one back in like 2024, I think it was.
Yep.
The big Coliseum. They're doing a lot of that stuff. There's the Lego design stuff. This has become, we're talking about for our main topic's title here, a cultural empire, right? A pop culture empire is what they've really become. So what is that?
Xbox 360.
Xbox 360 set.
With the copy of Halo.
Yeah.
Lego Halo.
That's crazy, right? And then this...
Go ahead, Keith.
Go ahead, David, because I'm going to take it somewhere else. So you keep.
No. I was just going to say, like, there's a set that recently came out that I just don't have the funds for it. Like and I say that when I have this whole room of toys, right? But like I don't know, like the price point on Lego for me it's cool to put together and I love it and I put it on the shelf and whatever. But then like that's it. Like it's just like you one and done for me.
Yeah.
But there is a set out there. Russ, look this up. They just came out with the Goonies pirate ship.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and I saw it on display at the Lego store in the mall over here, and it is a sight.
Like they just know how to get us, right? They know how to dig into that nostalgia.
Like, look at that. It's all got the levels. It's got all the characters. That thing, look, it's got Sloth and Chunk at the top. It's, oh, man. So between that set, like if I were to go out and if there were like 3 sets that I would go after, I would go after that one. I would go after the Deku tree that they came out for Legend of Zelda. And they also came out with the Stranger Things upside down house. Have you seen that?
I don't think so.
Look that one up. It is a Stranger Thing. It is the Will Byers house, but it is in the right side up and the upside down, and it stands, and you could flip it over and stand it up. So there it is.
Crazy.
Yeah, that thing is awesome. So, and then it would stand up
either way.
The trees and either way, and it also comes with the car.
Yeah.
That's one of the. I mean, what does that say? 2,000? Is it 2,000 pieces? Yeah, look at that thing, man.
Like that is for adult collectors. That is not to buy your 9-year-old because it's probably $300 plus.
Well, now it's even more than that because it's not made anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's archived.
There's
but yeah,
so
that
many.
thing is.
I've got the Lego B-Wing, and I think that was almost
Star Wars
$300 when I bought it years ago. I've got a Sandcrawler, that Nintendo TV.
Right, I bought the TV at the Lego store.
Yeah.
I think it was like $300. Right. And I went there, called ahead. They're like, "Yep, we got one," and still never put it together. It's still complete in the box. I never got around to it, unfortunately.
Mine's set up right over there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. Right. Definitely going to get around to it, setting it up for sure. But I did buy the Lego Mario when it came out, with the Mario that interacts with the set and he lights up like LED face. I thought that was really cool. So I had bought a couple mini sets with that. That was my brief coming back into Lego, getting the Lego Mario stuff. And then my wife got me for my birthday a couple years back a Piranha Plant Lego.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
We put that together, and she did get me, which I haven't put together yet, but it's a Lego Pixel Batman portrait.
Yes.
But you can do Batman, you could do Joker, or I think Harley Quinn. Like it's depending on how you arrange it with the same pieces, you can do whatever portrait you want. So I'd like to eventually do that. But I didn't jump on the Game Boy. We had it at Costco. It was like $60 or whatever it is. I'm like, it's freaking cool, but again, then you could have more space to display it somewhere. And
Yeah. I have this
that's-
one. I think my daughter bought me this one. Check this one out.
Oh, nice.
oh, okay. Bowser in a like a Mario Kart car.
Well, no, this is from when have you guys played I think it was 3D World?
Okay.
This
Okay,
was he was a boss fight in this car.
Oh, okay.
So he comes out, you know, you could take him out. You know, there's the Bowser.
Yeah.
And then what's cool about this is too is like I think if it's got this little lever here, so like this.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Well, it pops
moves
up.
and down. But yeah, this is a really cool, and this one's like a super inexpensive one too.
Yeah, because when we go to for like Disney trips, we go to Disney Springs and they have the Lego store there. Whereas if you ever been there, they have the giant Lego dragon in the water,
Right.
and then they have huge sculptures outside the store. And I go in there, and of course, I would love to get like the Back to the Future like set or like this other set, but again, they're hundreds of dollars, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm more in on it. Like, let's get like a $20 set. We set it up over a quick hangout, and then that's it. Like something small. Maybe I could put it on the shelf, or like when we were kids, take it back apart and put it in the bin.
Let the kids have it. Let the kids play with it, right?
Yeah, I do have.
I feel like, go ahead.
You go into it because I got a total different rant.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel like a lot of it is going, like, parents have a hard time buying them now, right? Because the big fancy ones that the kids are
Yes,
looking
price
at,
points on that. Mm-hmm.
when, they're going to have to be buying, parents are going to buy, like you say, the little sets, right? Like the stuff that kids can actually play with, take apart, and be creative with. So it's interesting being an adult looking at it, and then interesting looking back at it as a kid. Where were you headed, Russ?
Yeah, I do have because I mentioned Back to the Future. I do have minifigures that came from. We didn't mention they had the Lego games. They also had this called Lego Dimensions.
Right.
Yeah.
Was a game that came out, and they had a lot of properties with. You can see here Batman, The Simpsons, Ghostbusters, like Lord of the Rings. So this was a video game that interacted with Lego pieces. And so there was a Back to the Future one. And so I just had gotten the minifigures. I think it works similar to like a Skylanders type situation.
Oh, look, there's Scott the Woz.
Yeah, he did a video on it there. Lego Dimensions. But yeah, again, that was another, integrating it into other platforms. And I was like, oh, cool. I think when I was working at the Retro Games Plus, something got traded in, and it was the Marty McFly Lego Dimension figure. So I grabbed him with this little tiny hoverboard.
Nice. Did they ever do a hoverboard Lego set?
Oh, like just a full hoverboard?
Yeah.
No. You could definitely make it, I'm sure.
I'm sure you can.
You need a lot
You
of
can make
those pink
anything
pieces.
you want, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't talk about Dimensions. We also didn't talk about the Technics sets.
Right. Yeah, I remember those.
Ooh,
Absolutely
okay.
crazy. Actually, kind of started back in the day. I got a note here somewhere. We got to go back to like the 60s. There's a gear set they made in the 60s that kind of was the start, kind of the grandfather of all this stuff. But we get to this point, we got cars with shocks. We got motors that are functioning.
Yeah.
We've got like not actually, but Lego functioning.
It's Fast and Furious.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Supra.
And you're literally building the little motors, and they've got pistons that are moving and stuff like that. Like it's
So
insane.
So many subgenres and subsets. You really have to try to dial in how you want to get into with Lego. Do I like just the minifigure aspect because there's tons of minifigures? Do I want to go this route with the tech, like very intricate stuff with moving parts? Do you want to go to the big collectible sets that you're just going to display? Man, yeah, certain different avenues related to video games. You could bring your love over to that genre with that. Not even collect any Lego and just play the Lego video games.
Right.
So they even
They're
have
very
these
good.
smaller for kids now, which I get for Kylie,
Okay.
where I forget the name of uh the series of it is, but it's basically uh you get a character.
Okay.
Let's use this as an example. You know what? Look up the I think it's a hamster or something. I think it's a hamster set. It's modern, it's very new. It came out. I forgot what the name of the style is.
Creator.
Creator, that's what it is. So it's these creator sets, and if you click on the box, you get 3 in 1. So you can actually build those 3
Oh, I see. Yeah,
with
bird.
those pieces. So you could essentially take it all apart and build a different character. So you could get a hedgehog, you get a bird, or you get a hamster. And then, like that with the creator set, you get 3 different types of sets to build.
Yeah.
And it's all in one. So you take it apart, you
Yeah.
build something else. So though I think those are pretty cool.
Yeah,
That
it kind
was
of brings
cool.
back to the build it, take it apart, build something else again.
That
Yeah.
creative
And then my
play
daughter
idea,
also
right?
has those other ones that are up there, the Friends ones, Lego Friends.
Yes, right here.
Yep. Those are more of like play sets. So like you would build a carnival theme or something,
Mhm.
or like they have these little sets of where they have like a cotton candy stand, and like so you're actually building these little uh sets and have these characters, and they're not Lego men, they're actually different types of Lego
Different
characters.
minifigs.
They're
Yeah.
different,
Right, they're not
different
bricked
style.
out. Like, yeah, they're
Right.
more rounded about.
Yeah. But I
Well,
love those the creator sets because you could just
Oh, they're super cool.
reuse, like there's a lot of different things you can do with them.
Yeah, I dig
I mean,
that.
they've got flowers. You can build whole bouquets.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
got those at
right,
Costco
like-
right now. You can just buy
Yeah.
Lego flowers.
It's crazy. In 2016 they made, so probably would have led to what we're looking at just a minute ago there with the Friends, but 2016 they came out with a Fun in the Park set is what it was called, I believe, and it had the
okay.
very first change to the minifig, like the big change, and they had a baby, so it's a totally different figure look. So kind of interesting. It came out with this one here.
Is it this one? No, this says city. Oh yeah, Fun in the Park, city
Yeah,
people.
that's Fun in the Park. So yeah, there's a carrot,
Maybe
that
the
little
one in the
baby in the
pink?
carriage in the right there. No,
Oh yeah, the
there
tiny
was
one. Yeah,
different
on the right, bottom right.
there's different lengths of legs that you could put on. But yeah, they made this whole new
Wow.
minifig in 2016, which probably led to what we were seeing with the Friends and stuff like that.
I'll tell you an insane one to look up, Russ. Look up the Encanto Casita.
Ooh,
That
ay caramba.
is an insane set. If you guys have ever seen the movie Encanto,
I'm like, see if I can get this spelling.
Right?
Yeah, that's good enough.
ENCANTO.
That pulled it up. I think this guy here.
No, not that one. It's
Okay.
Look at the top. See the top on the right?
Oh, this one.
One where
That is
all
the
the
magical
rooms?
something house.
Look at that thing. The magical house.
Look at those
just-
Friends figures.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so much.
So Kylie has some of the Encanto sets. They have like
Okay.
each character has their own set.
That's what it looks like, and then you could just stack them here, and you kind of build it together.
No. This is an actual like turn. If there's a picture of the other side. Oh, yeah. There you go. There. That's the front of the house.
Yeah.
So if you click on that, yeah, there it is. That
yeah.
thing is. And so you're building each room and then stacking it on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, and again, it's like these cross properties where it's like, I like Lego, I like Disney. It's like they have literally everything under their belt with Lego.
Mario,
Anything you could think
Sonic.
of.
Yeah, like
Marvel.
when they
Everything.
did Nintendo, that was
Yeah.
shocking because Nintendo, they don't give up their IP.
And that, I feel like, opened the door to then, like we saw, the Xbox 360 Lego set. So you're like, all right, now other game systems could come out. People are digging
Well,
those.
wasn't Xbox before Nintendo?
I don't know.
For
Yeah,
Lego,
I don't know if
that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have. I don't know the timeline on that, but
But to see, because the other thing that we don't see is, and it's not, I'm not trying to change the subject, but like the fact of how protective Nintendo is of their product,
right
like
to give
you
it up
don't
to
even
Lego.
have
Mhm.
you don't even have Nintendo Funko Pops.
Right.
There's no
Yes.
Nintendo, no characters.
So I
in
wonder why
Funko
Nintendo
Pops.
chose like, let's do that. Well, I obviously the gateway was let's do a Nintendo system set, but that's going to lead to we want our own line with this interactive Mario. That's going to make us more money and have more opportunities to get Lego and Nintendo into homes with here's the big sets, but you could also buy the little figures and the little outfits that go on Mario, and then we'll do a Luigi variant and Princess Peach one, and just goes down the rabbit hole for sure.
Raking the money in, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I was very surprised
So-
when they made the announcement for Nintendo Lego.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a few sets, I'd like to get. Luigi Mansion looks awesome, and there's I think you have it, the question mark block from like Mario 64 that opens up into something. There's like that one. You're like, oh man.
I do like the Mario on the Yoshi. The only downside
From Super
to
Mario
that
World,
one,
yeah,
the only thing I don't like about that is there's no back.
yeah,
Like it's just open on the backside. Like that's the only thing that I don't like about it is they never like enclosed it on the backside.
right.
Oh, the Mario Kart one is very cool though.
Yeah, I don't know if it shows any of the.
The backside of it.
There
It's
it
just
is.
like it'll just
The
show
guts
the
of it.
guts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see? Like they didn't even finish it.
Well, at least with the Nintendo, it's enclosed. You're saying,
But yeah, look at the top of there. They got the Mario Kart one came out recently. Look at that thing. Right there on top there, Russ.
Won't let me zoom in, so I got to pull up
okay.
a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's a big piece.
It's pretty cool.
$170.
Crazy.
Or you can get these little ones of the carts right there. That's cool. Those like tiny sets. That's right.
Yeah,
and again,
that's essentially what this is.
Oh, okay. And this interacts. Here's the three figures. You get Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach that they can interact with this here.
And this has the
Sold
interaction
separately.
too. If you look on the inside, you can see the interaction. It's got the little. These are what they had. They're almost like QR codes.
Oh, I'm like, what is Dave showing? Here we go.
Oh, look on the inside of there.
I see. Yeah, and that's what the figure interacts with. Yes.
Yes.
Because
there's the Bowser.
Right, and I loved with that set. Mario's face is a LED screen, and he interacts. You could make levels that he's going through, and he knows I'm on fire. Like if you go over a certain color brick or whatever, I'm on the water. So I was like, man, the stuff they're doing with Lego for sure. I was just going to show this real fast. Someone 3D printing stuff, right? Someone printed this for me. I like Jason. I have a giant Lego figure of NES Jason right here. So I can only imagine with the 3D printing community out there making custom Lego pieces and whatnot. And he moves.
Yeah, huh?
He's like articulated, so I don't move him much, but
Pretty crazy what Lego is started as to where it is now, right? From that first garage.
yeah.
To the cars. You're saying Mario that knows he's on fire.
Yeah.
That's as a company and as guys that grew up with this stuff, like it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool product and a pretty cool toy that we all got to take part in, right?
And I want to say we watched some type of documentary on Netflix or something about them going through everything and like that brick and like just inventing the brick and the rest is history and they haven't changed the spacing or anything. So like any set will fit with. Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
Like David was saying, some of those pieces can be quite costly, and just for one piece from one set.
Right.
List of every piece that are supposed to be in that set from 1996 and rebuild it.
Well, that's what's beautiful about the internet, because there's so much databases and stuff you could look up. You're like, I want to build my own Millennium Falcon. All right. I'm going to go source my pieces. Maybe you go to some local stores. I need 97 square gray pieces, these round pieces, so you can print out something and you don't have to buy the set. And maybe you can buy the pieces loose and get to build that for, I don't know, $80 or whatever instead of hundreds of dollars.
It'd take a long time to find those pieces.
I mean, people have done it. We used to sell it when I worked at Retro Games Plus. We sold Legos there, and people would come in, dig through the bins, and we sell it by the boxes, so they'd fill up this and that. And I guess they have since stopped selling Lego stuff because my friend Dave, who works at Costco with me, would always come in with his son, and he told me they built the Death Star just by getting loose pieces because we had on display a Death Star up there, so it certainly can be done if you have persistence and time.
Yep. It's crazy.
Pretty good.
Legos.
Sweet. Legos. Go buy a set, build it, and have some fun. All right, we're going to get into some voicemails if we have any. We'll check with Rob, but if you guys do want to call into the show, it's 949-682-9277. Give us a buzz and leave us a voicemail. Do we have any, Rob, this week?
Well, it looks like there's no voicemail this week, but that's okay. You could call in anytime. 949-682-9277. That's 949-682-WARP. We'd love to hear from you.
All right, no voicemail. That's okay. Maybe next week.
What's up, guys? NES Addict here with another Do Yourself a Favor. This time we're going with a band that I love, Alkaline Trio. This song came out in 2003 off an album called Good Morning. The song is Fatally Yours. It says, I don't hear from you no more, but I get the message. You crashed a car through my front door. I pulled you from the wreckage. You told me that you missed me, but you meant with the grill and hood. You'd kill me if you could. Man, what a great album. Every song on there's a banger. There's so many other good songs I could have pulled from that album. But do yourself a favor and listen to Fatally Yours by Alkaline Trio off the album Good Morning. Also, give us a call, guys, and let us know what songs you'd like to hear. I don't know. Also, tell these guys how amazing of a job they're doing. I listened to the podcast last Saturday, and I was just so proud of Russ, Keith, and David. You guys are doing an amazing job with this podcast, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud of what it's become. And you guys really knocked it out of the park with all the segments. I think they're so clever and so fun and so good, and they really make the podcast a lot of fun to listen to. So let's give it a round of applause for the boys. And guys, peace out.
What are we getting into, Keith? We're up to you here.
We are going to jump over to Pop Quiz Hot Shot. Let's do a quiz and see how well you guys do this week.
Perfect.
Pop Quiz Hotshot.
You win.
Let me make sure my button
All right.
works.
Get your buttons checked.
Groovy.
And we're gonna stick with toys today. We're gonna stick with some smaller toys we've talked about before.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about MicroMachines today. This is gonna be the Micro
Oh,
Machine.
man.
You got to read every question really fast.
I don't know if I can do that. We can try. All right. So, question 1: what company originally created the MicroMachines toys?
Groovy.
Galoob?
It is Galoob. That is 1 point.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
Interesting.
I feel like
name,
I'm going to
Galoob.
fail this one.
All right. This is a little more broad. What decade did MicroMachines first launch?
80s?
It is the 80s. Yeah, 1987.
87, really? That late?
So late
87,
80s.
yeah.
Okay.
I would have thought a little
Which a
earlier.
lot of us would have had them in the 90s, right? So, I would have been like, well, in the 90s. All right. Question 3. What made MicroMachines stand out compared to most toy cars of the time? What made them stand out?
They were micro.
They were micro. That's the exact answer. Extremely tiny die-cast cars. All right, question
Sometimes
4.
the answer's just right there in the
Right
question.
there.
Mm-hmm. After Gloob was acquired in 1999, what company took over the MicroMachines brand? Who bought
Groovy.
Gloob?
Was it Matchbox?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna guess. Mattel?
No, it was Hasbro. Hasbro bought Gloob
Oh,
in
close.
1999.
Yeah.
All right. Question 5. What real-world car brand was heavily featured in many MicroMachines vehicle packs?
Car brand?
Real world
brand.
car brand.
Yeah. What?
Jeez.
When you saw those packs, what do you think most of them were? A lot of them.
Oh.
Heavily.
They're probably all Chevys.
Yeah. GMC Corvette vehicles. Yeah.
Okay.
Chevy.
That's not the same.
General Motors licensing.
There you go.
Question 6.
okay.
MicroMachines playsets folded up into what everyday objects?
They were engine parts, right?
They were vans, trucks, everyday vehicles. There was
Well, yeah, but I remember there was a line of like.
toolboxes.
I was like, I had the toolbox. And then I thought you were talking about the individual sets, and I'm like, rectangles?
I thought you were. I thought the question. Read the question again.
Vague. It's a vague. MicroMachines playsets often folded up into what everyday
Playsets. I see.
Oh, see, I thought you meant it was like one everyday object.
Oh, no.
But it was multiple everyday objects.
Yeah, depending on the playset.
Trucks, vans, all sorts of
trucks,
stuff
vans,
like
Yeah.
oil containers, stuff like that.
Oil
Tires.
containers. That's the one I was thinking of. This is the oil container. Yeah.
All right. What was the name of the MicroMachines competitor line from Mattel that featured tiny cars with orange tracks?
With orange tracks?
Yeah.
Like tracks they would race on?
Yeah. What's the competitor? So, okay, I'll read that again.
Yeah.
What is the name of the MicroMachine competitor line from Mattel that featured tiny cars on orange tracks?
Oh, from Mattel.
I don't know.
Because Matchbox has orange tracks.
But you would have to think of the line that they put out.
But but
Mattel.
Matchbox is its own company. It's a Mattel company.
Yeah. So what's the other type of small cars out there?
Oh, geez.
Groovy.
Not
Mini
that
cars.
small.
I don't know.
Not
Mini cars.
Not MicroMachines small.
Okay.
Not MicroMachines.
Not MicroMachines small.
Nano machines.
No.
I have no idea.
It's Hot Wheels.
Oh, it's just Hot Wheels.
was the MicroMachine competitor.
Oh.
And Matchbox.
I was gonna say, I thought it was always Hot Wheels Matchboxes. Like, that's like Sega and Nintendo.
But
like, bing, bing, bing.
MicroMachines was a competitor to those other brands, right? Both those brands. I was just asking which one was the Mattel brand.
Gotcha. Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, so that's
I know
why
you guys were stuck on size, right?
Yes,
I was stuck on size. Yeah.
That's why I said not the same. Doesn't have to be the same size.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
All right. What was the name of the MicroMachines Star Wars toy line?
Oh, right.
Oh man, we are terrible at this.
I could see them in the pack. They come in a little blister pack with the 3 of them.
Yeah, and they still make them too.
I can't think of a name for it. I don't know.
Is it
It's gotta be.
has something to do with Alliance?
Action Fleet. Star Wars Action Fleet.
Okay.
All right. Question 9.
What do we got?
What
like one
is
right
unique?
answer.
You got a few.
We got
What
a
is
few.
unique about MicroMachines Supervan City?
What is unique about it?
What does it do?
That it folds out to be a playset.
Folds out to be a full city, yeah. A huge
Yeah.
playset and city in
Yeah.
a vehicle shell.
Yeah.
All right. Question 10. What perspective were most Micro Machines video games known for? What perspective did we see in Micro Machines video games?
Top down.
Top-down racing is correct. All right. So, Dave, you won that one. There was a couple in there that were a little difficult. For sure.
I got one out of the park.
So, if anyone got more than 5 points in the comments,
Not me.
We're gonna get you to do a tiebreaker against Dave.
All right, go ahead.
And if Dave can't get this, Russ can jump in. What is the name of the fast-talking spokesperson?
I knew this question was coming.
Micro Machines commercials. What was his name?
The Micro Machine Man.
The Micro Machine Man is close. Yeah.
I mean, that's what he named himself, but I don't know his actual real life name.
John Machida Jr.
God bless you.
What's his last? Machida?
Yeah.
Machida.
Yeah. Machida. Yeah.
God bless you.
Moschita Jr.
Wow.
Which is funny because he decided he wanted to be in Guinness Book of World Records when he was a kid, and he was like, "What can I do? I can't eat a whole car." So he's like, he looked through the book. He's like, "Oh, I can learn to talk fast." So he took Hamlet and learned how to do stuff from Hamlet, talk fast.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
And then years later, he's at some Hollywood party, just hanging out, and one of his buddies was talking to a gal, and she's like, "You got to be the fastest talker I've ever heard." And he's like, "No, it's that guy there." And John came over and did his little spiel. Fast, right?
Oh,
and
that
there was
John.
a producer there that heard him do it and was like, "I want you to come and do some work." And he said it just blew up from there. So
wow.
Whole different speeds he does. He was in a FedEx commercial. Like he's done.
I think we got to bring up at least a commercial.
I think so. I bring up a FedEx one. I think FedEx one, or there's a computer one. I think he does too.
Oh, like it's not even Micro Machine related.
Yeah,
FedEx commercial.
Related.
I feel like since we're talking Micro Machines, we go a little Micro Machine. Let's throw this to here.
And presenting the most midget miniature motorcade of Micro Machines. Each one has dramatic details, terrific trim, precision paint jobs, plus incredible Micro Machine pocket playsets. There's a police station, fire station, restaurant, service station, and more. Perfect pocket portables to take any place. And there are many miniature playsets to play with, and each one comes with its own special edition Micro Machine vehicle and fun, fantastic features that miraculously move. Raise the boat lift at the airport marina, man the gun turret at the army base, clean your car at the car wash, raise the toll bridge. And these playsets fit together to form a Micro Machine world. Micro Machine pocket playsets, so tremendously tiny, so perfectly precise, so dazzlingly detailed, you'll want to pocket them all. Micro Machines and Micro Machine pocket playsets sold separately from Galoob. The smaller they are, the better they are.
Dude, that was a 30-second commercial.
They packed it in.
That's a 2-minute commercial in 30 seconds.
FedEx commercial right here. What is this? Fast-paced world commercial. 1981.
Okay, units, travel plans. I need to be in New York on Monday, LA on Tuesday, New York on Wednesday, LA on Thursday, New York on Friday. Got it? Got it. So you want to work here. What really makes you think you deserve a job here?
Well, sir, I think on my feet I'm good at figures and I have a sharp mind.
Excellent. Can you start on Monday?
Yes, sir, absolutely, without hesitation.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And in conclusion, Jim, Bill, Bob, Call, Fred, Load, Dork, Ape, and Ted. Business is business. And as we all know, in order to get something done, you got to do something. In order to do something, we got to get to work. So let's get to work. Thank you for taking the meeting. Petey, you did a bang-up job. I'm putting you in charge of Pittsburgh. I know it's perfect, Peter. That's why I picked Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's perfect. Peter, may I call you Pete?
Call me Pete.
Pete.
There's a Mr. Schnittler here to see you.
Tell him to wait 15 seconds.
Can you wait 15 seconds?
I'll wait 15 seconds.
Congratulations on your deal in Denver, Dave. I'm putting you down to deal with Dallas. Don, is it a deal? Do we have a deal? It's a deal. I got to go. I got a call coming in. Hi, Doc. Just dealt with Don.
In this fast-moving, high-pressure, get-it-done-yesterday world, aren't you glad there's one company that can keep up with it all?
You got a deal. Good. I'm putting you down to deal with Dick. Dick, what's the deal with the deal? Are we dealing? We're dealing. Dave, it's a deal with Don, Dork, and Dick. Dork, it's a deal with Dave, Dick, and Dave. Don, it's a Dork with Dick, Dave, and Dick. Gotta go, Dave. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dick. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dan. Disconnecting.
Federal Express. But it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
Good God. How many takes do you think that took?
I feel like that was even faster than when he's on Micro
Oh,
Machines.
yeah. And that was a lot of tongue twisters in that one, too. So I can only imagine.
Talking about he can do like 11 words a second or something like that, but it's a blur, right? So I think when he brings it back to like 6 to 8 words a second. And then if he does radio, he's got to slow it down even more. So he knows He's to that point where he knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So there's your little
Micro.
fun Micro Machines fact on there.
The more you know.
We still got to get it. The more you know. Blast.
Yep.
Sweet, guys. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of the Weekly Warp Pipe Podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you had some nostalgia jumping in the warp pipe, going back and talking about these fun times. Again, if you guys want to call into the show, put the phone number into your phone. 949-682-9277, 949-682-WARP. You can give us a buzz or call us out on theweeklywarppipe.com. Numbers on there. Episodes are on there. Bios on there. You can check that out. And a quick shout out to our channel members. We got Austin Mills, Fox Driven Retro, Jody55, Jarrett Connor, Manny's Arcade, Mike 7399, and Vamp 6463. Thanks so much for supporting us as channel members. If you guys want to support our individual YouTube endeavors, you can find us on YouTube, like Keith. What are you up to?
Retro Cart Collector on YouTube, Retro Cart Collector on Instagram. And as soon as I get back in one piece, we're going to come back with some videos. Got one done already. I just need to get back.
This is the time to be scripting and getting the ideas down. So when you can,
you know how hard it is to script right now.
Well, you could use voice app.
I'll do voice stuff. Dave, where do they find you?
You can find me on YouTube as well. The channel is Dave It's Me. Just hit 4,000 subscribers today.
There we go.
So that's pretty wild. And Russ, if I can, I have a brand new t-shirt. I don't know if you guys seen it yet.
No.
Check this
I did
out.
see it. Yeah.
We've got the Gremlins 2 design where Gizmo is getting wet. And we got the Mogwai popping out of his back, but we've got a My Pet Monster stripe and a Slimer there. So
yeah.
We got they're in different colors if you guys want to check them out. You don't have to buy them, but they're cool. Shout out to Looky Here Designs for designing that for me. But yeah, more videos on the way. Chicago's up next, so stay tuned. And Russ, tell them where we can find you.
That's it. Safe travels, Dave, heading out there. If you guys want to check me out on Rustly over on YouTube, that's where all my retro gaming stuff is. Usually a few videos a week on there and a couple live streams as well. So you could always check me live streaming on there if you want some DIY action. Of course, we have our Russ Lyman channel with all my DIY stuff. I don't have it up there, but I did post a video today on Snacky Snack Time where I was doing the Doogie's Challenge, trying to eat 2-foot hot dogs and French fries in 20 minutes. So that video's up on Snacky Snack Time. So been busy with the content. So check it out. It's good times for sure. Lots planned, so can't wait to check in next week for the episodes. Right. We're going to have lots of stories to talk about for sure. So appreciate you guys being there. Oh yeah. What are we talking about next week? I don't even know.
Dave, what are we
next week? Yes, I'm very excited about next week. Because you guys know I'm a movie guy, and we're going to talk about underground and indie movies that people may have forgotten about.
Okay.
There's so many good ones. Case in point, Throw It to Keith.
Throw It to Keith. Underground movies.
We're going to be renting Clerks next week. This week. Watch Clerks.
This week.
This week.
Right.
We'll talk
about
this weekend.
Yeah.
You guys watch it on the planes.
I've seen it so many times.
I'll download it to my iPod and watch it there.
Olaf, Berserker.
Perfect. Sweet, guys. Hey, thanks so much for jumping in the warp pipe with us. And we will see you guys on the next level. Later.